Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. Today we're going to be talking about my low waste toiletry kit. I haven't done a video like this in a while and I've started using a lot of different things, so I wanted to share with you what I'm using and why I'm using them, why I made a swap to whatever it is that I'm using at the moment. But I just want to say a quick thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, but more about them at the end. Grab a cup of tea or coffee or water, whatever it is you're drinking, and let's get straight into the video. I'm drinking far too much coffee at the moment. I really need to get back into my tea. So, what to start with? Well, maybe let's start with my deodorant. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I actually make my own deodorant. But I came to the US to visit my boyfriend and I had run out of deodorant at home. I hadn't had time to make some new one. I've been a bit lazy, so I decided to buy one when I was in New York, and I ended up going for this deodorant stick. And I went for this because I really liked the ingredients and I really liked the fact that it was in a tube, because I hate having to like scoop it out and like, even though it's not that big of a deal. And I still will do it. When I finish this, I will go back to making my own. If you want that recipe, I will put it somewhere down below, up here, wherever, and you can check it out. I really do like that recipe. I am still gonna maybe change it up a little bit, but I really like it. I do really like this though. The only thing I would say about this that is astronomical is the price. This cost me $20. Who wants to pay $20 for deodorant? And even though it works and it's great, it smells really good. It has like this thing where you push it up at the bottom and it comes out at the top. And I think because of the ingredients, for me personally, maybe it's because it's also really cold here, it's actually worked really well to keep me from smelling. And when it gets cold, if you put it on your armpit and it just like warms up a little bit, and then you can like smush it around and all that kind of stuff. I also like that all of this is cardboard. It's obviously vegan and cruelty free and all that kind of stuff. I will tell you some of the ingredients, which is why I liked it. So it's got like sunflower seed oil, it's got arrowroot powder, cocoa seed, butter, shea, however you say it, sunflower seed wax, sodium bicarbonate, lavender oil, bergamot oil, peppermint oil, blah blah blah. Certified organic and fair trade, and it's by Meow Meow Tweet. An interesting name, Meow Meow. Anyway, so as you can see, most of the ingredients are actually what I put in my own one anyway. The wax is really hard to find unpackaged, which is why I haven't yet put wax in my deodorant recipes, but I do really like this. Honestly, I really do. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but for $20, it better last me a long time. That's all I'm saying. I don't know when I'm gonna have $20 to spend on deodorant again, so let's move on. Okay, what next? The next two things are my reusable razor and some additional... Why do I not have words today? What are these called? Blades, some additional blades. So whenever I'm traveling or moving around, going to stay at my parents' house, whatever, I always carry this with me. I really like this. I've had this for, I think, at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years now, and it's been really great. I've kept the upkeep really high so that it's always clean. It's really easy to use. You do have to be a bit careful with one of these, just to make sure, like, you can nick yourself, but I don't think you can outright hurt yourself when you are shaving. But I would suggest always just going slowly and just making sure, because I mean, I have nicked myself when I've like in a rush and I've, you know, for once in a blue moon decided to shave my legs, and I decided that I'll just go really quickly and then I'll be like, should have slowed down in me. But I really like this, and because of it's so well made, I hopefully will have this forever. If you are someone who wants to shave, I would recommend using a reusable one. You don't have to necessarily use this one. It's fully made of stainless steel, which is really great. I haven't decided or really known what to do with the blades yet, so I just keep them. Is that weird? I just put them in a little tin and just kind of... Anyway, this is getting a long video. So I also have some blades, and I bought these just because I had run out of my other ones and trying to shave with a blunt blade. By the way, if you have any questions as we're going along, please write them down. We'll get them all answered for you. The next thing is I always carry a bar of soap, and at the moment I have it in just like a reusable Ziploc bag by like a company called Stasher, or you can put them, usually I use just like any plastic Tupperware that I have. I just use these because I had this on hand and it's just easy to like squeeze in. I always use an unpackaged soap because it's less wasteful, and I have the, you know, the accessibility to actually get one because I have a health food shop that's really near me, and living in London there are lots of shops that I can go to. There are also 2 zero waste shops that are really near me, which I'm very lucky that they sell unpackaged soap. So yeah, that's the next thing. Also, sometimes if I forget my shampoo, I will just use the soap, which I know is not great, but at least it doubles up. So I try usually to buy a shampoo bar, soap bar, that's like a mix, so that I can interuse them, whatever that word is. Okay, tweezers. I have some stainless steel tweezers because sometimes these eyebrows, they go crazy. Sometimes I need these because, yeah, the eyebrows go a little bit crazy or whatever, and they're just useful, honestly. Okay, the next 3 things are all to do with the bush area. So I've got toothpaste, a toothbrush, and a tongue scraper. Doesn't that sound real appealing? So let's start with the toothbrush. So on the whole, I always use a wooden one. However, because I've had a lot of dental surgery over the last 2 years, I am very, very anxious about my teeth and my dental hygiene. So I also have an electric toothbrush, which I've had, like the body I've had for like 7 years, and I feel like there's no point in getting rid of it. So I also intermix those two. I do try to use this more often though, because obviously it's far more sustainable. I don't believe that there's necessarily a specific brand that is better than others. It all depends on the softness or the hardness of the bristles for you. So you might really like a brand that I hate, or vice versa. The next thing is the old tongue scraper. Now, this is not an essential. I'm just putting it out there. This is one of those things where you're like, ooh, other people are using these. Should I use one? I did get sent this by a brand though, so I will put it out there. I would not have bought this on my own. I wouldn't. I use it because I got sent it, but that doesn't mean I don't like it or regret it. Again, as I said, I've had a lot of dental surgery because wisdom teeth like grew up like this rather than like this, just being like, ooh, infection here, infection there, ooh, ooh. So it was really annoying. So I am anxious about my teeth and my dental care, and so I thought this can hurt, you know? I don't think it's an essential. I think it's an additional. I think it's a luxury as well. And I love how I'm explaining these things in really weird ways, but let's just move on, shall we? The last thing is my toothpaste. So I did not make this myself. This is Toothpaste. So this is Toothpaste. I really don't like it, to be honest, but I have it, so I'm using it. Toothpaste is one of the hardest things that I found for like to get right in terms of making it yourself or buying a brand. I've tried quite a few brands and I don't like any of them. I've tried making it myself and I don't like any of them. Shelby from Shelbizzle just made a video about her sort of like DIYs that she loves and the ones that she hates. And for her and Madison, toothpaste is also a very tricky kind of area, and they've gone for the best one possible that's not necessarily a homemade one. So I think that that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. There's one that she found that was in like a completely aluminium packaging, so hopefully I'll be able to do that, or one that's at least, you know, recyclable, or one that's just not plastic. So I'm at a fix there. I don't know what to do about that, and I'm still working on it, as this is a very long life journey. And let's go to the last 2 things. So, lip balm. But is it plastic, you say? Yes, I know. Lip balm is not something that I actually tend to use very often. This is at least paraben-free, cruelty-free, vegan, organic, all that kind of stuff. And my brother actually bought it for me for my birthday, and it was a very kind gift as, you know, part of a thing. And I will use it until it's finished, and then I won't buy it again, but I also probably won't make one for myself because I don't tend to use them very often, unless I am in very cold weather. And even then, I'm lazy, so I don't tend to. So that's probably my most wasteful thing, is this lip balm. Let's try it out, shall we? Vanilla grapefruit. I do really like this brand though. They're called Viva. They're in DC. Yes. And then the last thing that I always carry with me, wouldn't really be complete without this, would it? It's a menstrual cup, because the old period really doesn't love to be irregular. Just likes to creep up on you when you're least expecting it, so always carrying one of these. So this is the last thing. What about your shampoo and conditioner, I hear you saying? Well, I don't actually carry those in my toiletry bag, especially because at the moment I'm having a tough time figuring out what's right for my hair. My hair is finally starting to get its proper curls back. It's starting to be shinier and more bouncy. I mean, literally look at that. It's just like corkscrew curls. It's crazy. But so I must be doing something right, but I'm trying to use shampoo bars less and just try and condition my hair. But I'm having a real struggle with this journey. It's been almost, I think, over 10 months since I last straightened or blow dried my hair, like consistently, and I'm still very much trying it out. So I do tend to use shampoo bars. Conditioner, I tend to use just like oils or whatever conditioner really is around when I'm moving around. But I would like to reduce the amount that I'm shampooing it and find a conditioner that is low waste. I use my deep conditioner that I make out of like shea butter and things like that, and sometimes I use just straight shea butter. I'm gonna do an updated kind of like in 2 months when my hair has been, I've left it for a year not straightening it. I'm gonna do a proper 1 year kind of like roundup of what I've tried, what's worked, what hasn't worked, why I am not really using what I used to use, the kind of green tea and castile soap wash. I still use olive oil though very much. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's just the shampoo part is quite difficult to get right. But anyway, this video is getting really long, so I'm gonna stop there. But just before we go, I want to again thank Squarespace so much for sponsoring this video. Squarespace gives people a wonderful and powerful online platform from which to create your very own website. You of course know that I use the Squarespace domain for my low impact movement website. Head to squarespace.com/sustainablyvegan to get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. Thank you so much for watching and sticking to the end. I really hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment anything that you have in your low waste toiletry bag. Let me know what you think about toothpaste and making it yourself. I would love some help. Thanks again to my patrons over on Patreon. If you want to see my vlogs, then head over there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.